Next goal.
Yeah.
Play a venue for 1 million people.
No, we don't know how many people are going to watch. That would be great.
Like, how crazy would it be if there is like paparazzi in front of your house 24/7? Like, so
that's
weird.
Crazy. Yeah.
Welcome to the next episode of Mylo's Mansion, live from Amsterdam in my house, with a very special guest again, a good friend, Julian Jordan.
What's up?
What's up?
Thanks for inviting me to your mansion.
The pimp mansion.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love it.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, good to see you, man.
Thanks. Good to see you as well.
You're one of the few who I've actually, seen the last, couple of months. Like, we've done live streams and stuff together, and
yeah,
because like with Jay, it was like I hadn't seen him in like almost a year, I think.
I had the same thing. I saw Jay actually also at a different live stream we did with Sam Veld. Didn't see him for a year as well, but I saw you at the one for Singapore.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one that's gonna be crazy, probably. Maybe it's already out when this is airing, but yeah, we did this crazy live stream with this green screen. Have you seen footage already?
I saw like they showed me the how it's gonna look.
Yeah,
like some demo versions that looked insane. Like, it's crazy how fast they adapt to these times. Like, okay, we can't do live shows, then we have to do like green screen productions, and they come up with like the sickest visuals I've seen. So
it's insane. It's like a video game almost.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's weird playing for no one in the studio.
Yeah, like the feeling is a little bit awkward. I was like standing and jumping and telling people to put their hands up, and like no one in the studio did it. So
you need a rich imagination, I guess.
Yeah, but like it makes sense if you think like 10,000 of people are gonna watch the stream, or maybe 100,000.
Yeah.
Because there's no limit to watch the stream. Instead of like a festival has like 10,000 capacity, and this is like no limit, so it could be even bigger.
Yeah. Because I think the Tomorrowland thing had like almost like 1 million tickets sold or something.
Yeah,
it's insane.
That's insane. Like, imagine like playing for 1 million people. Yeah.
That would be like, where would that even fit? I think in Brazil they have like with Carnival and stuff.
Yeah, like overall.
Yeah.
But I think there's no like venue
that's
with a million
the next
capacity.
goal.
Yeah.
Play a venue for 1 million people.
No, we don't know like how many people are gonna watch. That would be great. Yeah, dope.
So, as how this always works, we have 4 questions on the table, and I haven't seen them, and you haven't seen them. And it's just basically to get the conversation going.
Yeah.
And I'll fire off with the first one.
Alrighty.
How was the time for you after you decided to stop with spinning? You started your own label, but now you're with Stamped. What happened?
It was a crazy time. Like, I was part of Spinning Records, like when I was at a very young age, like 15. And I signed with their management. So for me, when I stopped there, I didn't really know any better. I started as a 15-year-old kid who doesn't know anything about the whole scene. So it was a strange step for me, and it was kind of scary because it was always like a safe haven. Like, okay, it's a label. They bring out your music. They release your music. Everything's fine. But to quit and to take a next step on your own, it's kind of scary, especially if you don't know any other labels or don't know any better than what you have for experience. So that's when I started meeting with other labels, like Armada Music, Sony, stuff like that. And they came up with the idea to start my own label, Armada. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Called it Gold Kid Records and started to release my own music.
Yeah.
Went very well in the beginning phase. I was like, okay, this is really cool. But I saw that it needs a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And I was still in a position where I wanted to build my career. I still am, but I was trying to grow, like as a DJ and producer. So I had my own label, and I had to sign other artists as well. And I was also busy because I don't want to do things like half. I want to do everything full. So whenever someone gets on my label, I want to give them the full push as well.
Of course.
So I felt like I was so busy with other profiles as well that I kind of forgot about my own career.
Yeah.
So Stamped was slowly building, and I know the people that work at Stamped very well, like Watsy, Steven. Like I know them for a long time. Also, some people from Spin-In and some people from Armada.
Yeah.
So I was like, this really feels like a logical step to make, because they wanted me to be part of the Stamped Records family and to be part of that roster. And I was like, yeah, why not? Because it feels like super secure, because the people I know there are like very familiar to me. And they want to make the most out of it. And, you know, I can be at my own label, but I'm still focusing on other artists as well. And I still want to build my own career. So, yeah, Stamped was really positive about that and said like, okay, this is the moment you can first push your solo career.
Yeah.
And after that, we'll see. But right now I'm, just pushing out singles and stuff like that. And I'm trying to build my career the most possible. So
because I really feel like you really found like the real Julian Jordan sound again. That's what I feel like for you. Like I love the songs that you've been putting out.
Thanks.
And I mean, I feel sometimes the same. Like sometimes you're just really searching for where you want to go, I guess.
It is like and I always get that question, like how did you find your signature sound or stuff like that. But it's hard because I didn't really try it.
No,
you just discover something, or you just release something, and then like people are reacting to it, and then you feel like, okay, this is actually something I really like to make. And all of a sudden your next release is going to sound a little bit like that, and all of a sudden you have like a signature sound. Yeah,
people always think there's like this great master plan. Like
it actually took me years to find it.
Yeah, it's just, I guess for me also, like with like the whole bouncy bob thing.
Yeah,
it's just something that you just find randomly. Like you're just messing around, and then
you found it pretty fast. Actually, you had that like as one of your first releases, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was in a DJ duo before, and then I was really like into making big room and stuff.
Yeah,
and that's when Martijn really pushed me, like, well, maybe you should just really start for yourself. And then I think it was actually Watsy from Stamped. He's also managing Martin, and he was like, no, this big room stuff is over.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Watsy can be really straightforward. No, this big room stuff is over. You need to find something else. And that's basically when the whole, when I felt like then Oliver Heldens was getting big with Gecko and stuff. But I still love big room. So I felt, why not put this together? And that's, I guess, how Bouncy Bob came out.
Sick. Yeah, that's what I love about Stamped, is that they don't really have like a strict A&R.
No.
Like if you really like something, they give you the freedom.
Yeah.
So that's when you find a signature sound as well. So like you made Bouncy Bob, you thought that was cool, so that's 100% your track.
Yeah.
Like 100% your inspiration, what you like. And if like some label has like a really strict A&R and it's like, no, this and this and this and this should be changed, it turns out to be something completely other. Like,
and they're also different. Not like thinking about, like I've worked with Spin-In as well in the past, and they're like, which I get, they're obviously running a business.
Yeah.
But the A&R is always like, I don't know, this feels maybe a little bit like not what's popular right now. And they really try to steer you into kind of making something that is hyped right now or popular right now.
Exactly, and that's what I get it as well. But I try to let go of that because I feel like you should have like 100% your own creativity.
Yeah,
and I think at my spinning time, I had the creativity as well, but I wasn't like experienced that much to put it out there. And right now, I've produced so many genres that I feel like the sound I do right now is actually all those genres combined.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've heard some crazy hip hop beats in the past.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like all in there. Yeah.
Nice.
Should I do
cool.
like a question for you? All right, this is a nice one. I'm thinking about this a lot when I'm on tour, so I wonder what your answer is. 100 gigs per year in the Netherlands or 100 gigs per year around the world?
I think, and I don't want to be bad to Dutch crowds.
Yeah.
But I think for all like dance EDM DJs, Holland is not the most fun place to play.
We're used to a lot of
I don't know, and I'm the same. Like if I'm at the festival, I'm not gonna be jumping like crazy or something. Like we Dutch people are just super chilled and we'll be just standing there with a beer.
More like a gathering.
Yeah, it's not like a crazy party or something. But and also like I think like hip hop is now super big in Holland. So yeah, that's what people mostly want to hear, I feel. So yeah, I would definitely say 100 gigs outside of Holland.
Yeah. But then at the other hand, when I'm on tour and like the schedule is crazy, I always think like, oh, sometimes, you know, how good would it be to sleep in your own bed every night? You know, you have like 100 shows, but you always sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that's like the thing. Yeah, you can play these massive shows. Like we play like in crazy festivals around the world with crazy dedication.
Yeah.
And I've never had that crazy, like the crazy crowd like that in Holland. You know,
it's weird. Like sometimes I'm trying to think like, why are we like the Dutch soberness or something? Like why don't we have that here in Holland? Even though all the music, like a lot of the dance music, is coming from Holland.
Yeah, I think it's also because it's been here for such a long time.
Yeah, true.
We grew up with, like, my older brother was like from the early hardcore, like a fan.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really, really dedicated fan base. And then like it grew to like there's like 30 festivals every year.
Yeah.
Not 30, like 300, maybe 3,000. And there's so many choices that like it's not that special anymore if you go to a festival in the Netherlands. And for instance, I was in Chile, and they have like one festival in a big city, and then everyone goes to that festival and like they give their everything because it's like the one time a year they can really party. So I love that as well.
Yeah, it's so insane. I've been there once, but I think Don't Let Daddy Know.
Yeah.
That was like one of the craziest shows like I've ever played.
Sick,
like
right?
Insane. Yeah. And it's a beautiful country.
True.
Santiago's a beautiful city.
I love it. That's why I came up with Chile, because I had a crazy experience there as well. Like last year, or was it already 2 years ago? I don't know. But like the shows over there, like the energy is insane.
So crazy. Yeah, I would love to like properly go there and explore Santiago, and like that's maybe the sad part. We don't really get to like experience the real, the cities and like the places we go. But yeah, we can't complain.
Especially when you have 100 shows.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah, you can't really go.
Cool. Let's go for the next one.
Yeah.
Is there an app that you use but hate anyway? Tinder.
An app that I use and hate at the same time. Well, I have to admit, like, I use Instagram a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Like, I can't even wake up without, like, grabbing my phone.
Same.
And then sometimes I lay in my bed and I'm, like, there for, like, 30 minutes. And I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I'm just scrolling and Or I open, like, my phone and I, like, go to another app that I have to open. Like, for instance, WhatsApp, I have to answer somebody.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm on Instagram again. And I'm like, why am I on Instagram? Actually, I just saw this, like, an hour ago. And I'm, like, there every 15 minutes, I'm on my Instagram. And I feel like it's kind of an addiction or something.
So, yeah, it's definitely an addiction, I think.
that's what I hate about it.
Yeah.
I know we can really promote ourselves and stuff like that, and we really could be thankful for Instagram because we can show touring, etc. But at the other hand, it's so addictive, and I don't even have the urge to know what everyone's doing, but I still am on Instagram. I don't know why.
It's so weird. Like, I probably do the same. Whenever I wake up, it's probably either WhatsApp or Instagram right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you're looking at stuff, but you're not really looking or something. It's like, it's so weird. Have you seen the documentary, The Social
Dilemma?
Yeah.
So everyone's telling me to go watch it, but I feel like it's too confronting.
It is kind of. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen half of it. But it's like, it's so, like, the whole thing is built to be addictive.
Yeah, I get it. I get, like, the algorithms and stuff like that. I get how it's designed. But for me, it also feels like if I'm going to watch a documentary like that, I end up hating myself every time I open it. And I don't want that because I feel like it's also a business model, you know. You also can show the world what you're doing. And that's great, you know. You can connect with fans. But, like, the thing I hate about it is that I could be, like, going to bed at 12 and I'm up till 2 a.m. lost in Instagram. And that happens a lot when I'm, like, looking at profiles of people, and then I'm, like, at someone else's profile, and then I'm, like, so far away in Instagram world that I'm like, where am I? What am I even looking at, you know? Yeah. Like some random, like, dude or girl or brand or whatever, like stuff like that. You're, like, looking at something that's interesting, and then all of a sudden you're in someone else's profile, like, far away in Instagram world. And I'm like, what am I doing here? You know, you just wake up from, like, a consciousness
so weird
thing. So yeah, that's the only part I hate about it.
Yeah, totally agree. It's like if I wouldn't be DJing and stuff, I would probably, I would have Instagram, but I would never have been as active probably.
That's a good one. I was thinking about that as well. Like, if I wasn't, like, a DJ, I wouldn't post that much.
No, me neither.
No. It's time for your one.
Cool.
2. Do you believe in karma?
I do believe in, you know, if you're good to people, if you're good to everyone, you'll receive kindness back and receive good things back in return. So yeah, I think I definitely believe in karma. I think just, like, in general, like, you should be nice to everyone, basically.
Yeah, that's what I believe as well. I don't really feel like it's like if you are very nice to everyone, you can also have, like, accidents and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel if you are nice, you get, like you said, like, kindness back.
Yeah, like, I don't believe in, like, some magical power. Like, if you're not good, you're gonna get screwed over in life with everything.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I believe, like, it's give and take, basically.
That's it.
I guess.
I do believe that, like, I don't think that's like magic or something, but when you are positive all the time, that it attracts other people as well.
Yeah.
So when you have, like, a good energy, everyone feels that, like, oh, it's nice to hang out with someone, or it's nice to hang out with that person, or you really, I don't really know how you say it in English, the gun factor, like.
Would you say this?
Likability.
Yeah.
So like you like that person so much, you want them to have success.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I believe in. Like
definitely.
if you really are positive and have that kind of energy, everyone will. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that, like, you can't fake that. Like,
no.
A lot of people can get very far by faking things or whatever, but, like, that proper energy, you can't force that.
True.
I think.
That's true. I think that's if I look at, like, for our sector, like, the top DJs, everyone's super positive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone that's, like, very, very negative about everything.
No. No, that's what I love about some of the guys. Like for instance, Tiesto. Like sometimes when we're in the green room before he's gonna go on, and like you're like, okay, he's like one of the biggest DJs out there, so he must has this whole thing planned out
Yeah.
for his show, and he goes like, does anyone have any song requests?
Yeah, I love it. He's like the Mr. Positive.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, obviously he cares about what he does, but then he's also like, well, I mean, why not just be chill about everything? And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just like, it is all super structured, of course, but it's also like super chilled and like super easygoing.
Yeah, that's also really important, that it's about fun, you know. That it's,
Yeah.
it is serious, it's a serious business.
Yeah, of course.
But if you take it too serious, that's what makes you negative, because
Yeah.
it feels like working all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's all about fun, because that's the part, like with the energy. Like if you are on stage and it looks like you have fun, all the people in the crowd, they will feel like, oh, he's having fun.
Yeah.
Let's have fun as well. If you are standing on stage and you look like you have like a really bad time, everyone will be like, yo, who's this guy? Get
Yeah.
him off stage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Miss being on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
So weird. Like, how long has it been since you've played like an actual show?
I remember the last show I did was in Manila, and I think the first cases were known, and everyone was really scared. So I played there, and it was at Cove, a club, really big club.
Sick.
And I remember like all the VIP tables canceled that night because everyone was scared of Corona.
Yeah.
So everyone like canceled the VIP tables, and then I was like, what is this? Like, why is the VIP? Like, is everyone so scared?
Yeah.
I came back to Holland, and then
Everything closed.
shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
everything closed, no more shows. I was like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah,
Like I had this meeting with my booking agent, I think like in January or something, like just to see what we're gonna do for the year. That's I think the first time when I heard like she was like, yeah, kind of like having trouble with booking all the shows because everyone is trying to find out where this whole Corona thing is going.
yeah,
And like in Asia, it's kind of hard right now. And I don't know, it didn't feel like... I mean, I felt like, okay, well, that will probably just pass by and then we'll have a normal year.
yeah.
Like, it's crazy like how it spiraled out of control so fast.
But it's logical because you feel like, okay, we had all these diseases in the past.
Yeah, nothing like
Nothing
really
happened. Like, yeah, nothing like really big, like
No.
impacted. So we were like, oh yeah, this will be like. I remember like Ebola, we came up, and we were all like, oh okay. I was still touring in the US and stuff like that. So yeah, and all of a sudden that's not possible.
I remember us all posting the Save the Summer
Yeah, true. Save the
thing
summer.
from Tomorrowland.
Yeah,
And now look where we are.
save Christmas.
Save Santa Claus. Cool, let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
How do you feel to have a girlfriend that's also in the music industry?
I think it's what I always thought. Like, okay, I'm not gonna date someone who's in this industry, or I need a girl like really doing something completely different, or like with a different structure. But I think it's not how it works, because right now I feel like my girlfriend really understands me and the other way around.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I have a girlfriend that's like in an office from 9 to 5, it will be very different.
Yeah.
Like the lifestyle is very different.
Yeah.
The structure is very different. Everything is so different that it's hard to explain it to a girl, and for a girl hard to understand.
Yeah.
Especially like if a girl understands it, it's really nice. I believe there's a lot of them, but right now I found my perfect match in that way. So she's a musician, and you know, it could also stronger, make it stronger,
Yeah.
like make everything like understandable. I feel like I feel like it's a good thing. So I don't see
Nice.
it as a negative
No,
negative
good.
thing.
That sounds good. Happy.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. If like also friends, you know, you have to explain them your work and like your work,
Yeah.
the times you work and
Yeah.
the stuff you struggle with. And I always felt like I was complaining too much, but it was like just my normal life. Like I was complaining about a flight, and everyone was like, "Yeah, but you're going to Asia, so why are you complaining? You know, you're gonna have a great time."
Yeah.
But it also keeps you humble.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's
Probably
fun.
also a really Dutch thing. We love complaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sometimes you do really have to realize that it's not. I mean, it is work, but it's not normal work.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always feel blessed when I'm, you know, when I'm able to travel, and especially right now, if it's possible, I'm going. So
Yeah.
I feel good, like whenever I'm in the country and I meet different people and
Yeah.
different cultures and stuff like that. I love it. The only thing I didn't like was traveling, like in the planes, waiting. Like every day was waiting. You were waiting on an airport. You were waiting in the plane. Yeah. Like how did you felt like that, like waiting on the airport? It was actually, the airport is like the hell on earth.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's not even for me the waiting, but like the whole experience, like it never goes smooth. Like there's always something. Like it's like, I don't know, either your seat is messed up or I don't know, there's always something with traveling. Like
True.
And that's like, those things is what I hate more than the waiting. Like waiting, I'm kind of like good at being alone, I think, and just, you know, entertaining myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good. I'm fine with the waiting, but it's more all the complaints and the hiccups, and like it never really goes super smooth.
No. If you're like a really structured person, I think it's not possible to be a DJ.
No. Or like, yeah, that's what I like. Then you lost something, or you forget something.
Yeah.
Like I've been at the airport so many times, and like, oh, I didn't bring my MacBook charger. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I think I've bought like 10 MacBook chargers at the airport because I
All the
always forget
chargers.
them.
Always. I had like this it was like every time I went on tour, there's this shop, like clothing store at Schiphol, like the airport in Holland. And I just knew, like, okay, I'm going to go on tour. I'm going to forget everything. I have to buy new underwear, new socks. Every tour I had to buy that every time. Chargers, like the plugs for the chargers, so they have like convertible everything. Luckily, I never had to buy a new laptop, but
Yeah, luckily I've never been there. Well, it has broken down, but that's the most also frustrating, crashing laptops.
yeah, very true.
Does FL have an autosave function now? Does, right?
It does, but it's still, yeah. I still feel like I have to press save every second. That's just what I'm used to.
Yeah. You've learned yourself probably from experiencing losing stuff.
I lost so many projects, and yeah, sometimes I was like so angry. Like I remember I had always press save right now. Always.
I should teach myself that.
Yeah, man, it's like the worst feeling in the world. Really.
Yeah, like you're creating a whole song and then it's gone.
Yeah, it's producer struggles.
Producer struggles.
Are you ready for your third question?
Yep, ready.
Which track of your own are you most proud of and why?
I guess, well, the easy answer would probably be Burnout, which I think it is still, because I don't know. I made the melody for Burnout, and it's been like there was a lot of time between when I made the first project of Burnout, like the melody, and between when it came out. So
Yeah.
I don't know, the melody always felt like I love Avicii melodies and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can really always tell just by the melody that it's a song of him.
True.
And I really wanted to kind of capture that vibe into the melody of Burnout, and I think that really I kind of pulled it off.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just like when I think back to making that song, I still feel like, how did I come up with that certain melody? So yeah, and I mean, obviously it did very well. I think it's almost on like 100 million streams right now,
Sick.
which is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think probably Burnout.
It's a good answer. 100 million streams. Yeah.
Do you have one song from yourself that really stands out for you?
Yeah, I know the feeling you have, like when you have like you made a melody or something, and you look back at it and feel like, how did I do that? Yeah, that's like I have that with Old School. Like it was actually one of the first tracks that really kicked off my own sound.
Yeah.
It's not that long ago, but I felt like this was like the track that really defines what my style is.
Yeah.
And I remember I made the percussion and everything. I actually made it like as a joke. I wasn't really intending to put it out there as a Julian Jordan track. So I started, and I was like, I didn't think about any rules, in producing. I was like, I'm going to make this really filthy track, like that it's so filthy. And all of a sudden I put on this sound on top of the track, and it fitted, and it was like a moment that I was like, this sounded a little bit offbeat, but also like really filthy. Made it even more dirty, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm going to make the dirtiest track out of this. I did that, and I was like, why not put this out as Julian Jordan?
Yeah.
And I remember I sent it as a voice clip to Martin Garrix. And Martin was like, okay, I need this, because it was the day before I went to Miami for Ultra. I need this right now because I want to play it in my Ultra set. And it was like the shortest clip ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I have to finish this. So I worked the whole night. I worked on the plane to Miami. I sent it. And I remember I heard it during his set. And then I remember I woke up in my hotel, and like there was a hotel with a lot of DJs that slept there. So I woke up and I walked down the lobby. And I remember I saw like DJs showing that track to each other. Like, what track was this? What track was this?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, this is a proud moment, I knew it was my track, but it was still like not identified.
No.
So I was super proud. Like, and that's, I think one of the tracks I'm most proud of. Like, okay,
Sick.
This is like, not because it has like so many streams or something like that.
No.
But still like the impact it had on my sound and the impact it had on the way I produce. It's like, it's insane. So
Sick.
for me, that's
It's weird, like with the whole Spotify thing. Like, I don't know, music became so much about streams, like Spotify streams. Like in the past, like pre-Spotify times, it was like you would just make a song because it just bangs in the club, or like you didn't really make it with the intention to be successful on Spotify, or like, I don't know, it's weird how that for
That's
me
true.
I mean, I really feel like that pressures you to kind of like make Spotify friendly music or something.
I try to let go of that, because it is, like you said, like you could also make music for the radio and always think like, I need a good vocal, or I need this, or I need it has to be this length or something like that. But I feel like when you started out producing, there was like no, you didn't think of anything.
No.
You didn't think of a crowd. You didn't think of what the crowd would think about it. You didn't think what Spotify would think about it.
No.
You didn't think what people on the internet were going to think about it. You were like, okay, this is my music. I love to make this.
Yeah.
So that creative freedom is the best thing you can have.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like when you really make something that you like, there will be 1,000 people, maybe 10,000 of people, maybe millions of people in the world with the same exact taste, or they like that kind of track.
Yeah.
So the only thing you have to do is reach those people, you know,
Yeah.
and not really care about if the mainstream is gonna like it, because there are so many tracks that sound the same already.
Yeah. It's like, it's hard sometimes to let go of it, I think, for me personally.
It is, and it's not like I said, like it's not. You should never try to invent something new, because that's gonna make you or drive you insane.
That's like when I have those moments like when I'm in the studio and like, okay, well, I need to come up with something new right now.
Yeah.
And it never happens at those moments.
Exactly.
Almost never.
I always see, like, when I produce something completely different. For instance, I'm gonna produce a trap beat, or I'm gonna produce a pop instrumental. Oh, it's those projects that I start without thinking I'm gonna make a EDM or house track. Those turn out to be the EDM tracks.
Yeah.
So it's the mindset where you start producing with, okay, I'm going to make something completely different.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm gonna do like a house track right now and it has to be like a certain BPM and stuff like that. I always let go of that. Even like some tracks started at like 100 BPM and I sped it up and I speed it up and I'm like, oh shit, this sounds really dope at 126 or 125. So yeah, there's like not a way I go in the studio, like in the studio.
There are no rules. That's, I think, the fun about music.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it my turn? I think it is.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want a life without the spotlights one day, or are you addicted to the spotlights?
It's a hard question, because I feel like I want to pursue the most out of my career. I want to inspire so many people, and I want to play for like millions of people.
Yeah.
But then, the other hand, I would hate it to be like known on the streets, you know?
Yeah.
That you walk down the streets and everyone wants a picture and stuff like that. So it's because you want your music to be enjoyed by as much as people possible. Because for me, it feels like the ultimate reward for it.
Yeah.
But at the other hand, you're gonna get famous by doing that.
Yeah.
So I love being in the spotlights when I'm on stage. I love it because I can feel like I can express myself on stage and I can inspire people in the crowd and inspire people watching it. But then when I'm like off stage, I feel like I don't really need that spotlight that much.
No.
I never feel the urge to share a lot of things because maybe that's also because we're Dutch and we're pretty humble people. So whenever I'm like in my free time, I feel like, should I post this or should I see myself as the big artist? No, I don't see that. But it's hard. Maybe someday I would like to do like less shows.
Yeah.
Whenever that's gonna happen, because I feel like right now there's no shows, or whenever it's possible again. I'm
Everyone
gonna be
wants
like
to do every show,
and then like I don't know if I'm ever gonna get bored of it again. But if I look at, for instance, like we were talking about Tiesto, if I look at him, and if you see the joy he still has performing, why would you stop? You know.
Yeah.
So I feel like I think if you can do this as a job, and we are both lucky enough to call this our job, it is actually the best job in the world. So why complain and I feel like it's just a small part that you have to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, it's more like a tool to do what you want to do than really the reason why we do what we do.
Yeah.
I feel like, the spotlight is there to, get your music out and, be able to play shows because, if you're getting booked well, yeah, the promoter obviously wants your name to bring people to that show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it's more a tool to be able to play shows and release music successfully than really the thing we want probably in life.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I'm like just chilling or just hanging out with friends, like, and that's what I have discussions about with my management sometimes. Like, yeah, we should post more. You should post more, which is obviously important for your career. You know, just being out there and kind of like, you know, connecting with your fans and connecting with people. But then I'm also like, yeah, but I'm just like chilling right now with my friends. Like,
if you look at like the top exception, like the top, like for instance, like one of the biggest artists, Justin Bieber, like has like millions of fans.
Yeah.
Do you want to have his life? Like, would you like that? Like,
no, no.
Like the life, like the music, like he brings out music and it's like the most popular music in the world.
Yeah,
that's a goal, you know. That's for us as producers. Like that's a goal to have like hits like that. But at the other hand, that means you have to live like that. Yeah. I think it's hard because you want to have the biggest reward ever, like a top world hit, and you don't want to have a life that's in the spotlight all the time.
Yeah.
Because we can walk on the street here and be free, like whatever we do. Maybe take a few pictures, but that's it.
Yeah, like how crazy would it be if there is like paparazzi in front of your house 24/7? Like,
yeah,
so
that's
weird.
crazy. Yeah,
it's like, you know, whenever I go to the grocery store, like you just put on your shittiest clothes and just walk out.
It's crazy if you have to think about like what
always
people are
have
going
to
to
think
think
about those things.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah, I'm good. We're in a good position, I think.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Let's do one more.
The last question for you: which country do you choose if you should immigrate?
Oof. I really love Holland.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not the question. Probably, I don't know. I maybe Japan, Tokyo. I love Tokyo.
I was thinking Japan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, Canada's really nice. Or maybe the US, but then probably New York or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about Vancouver. I've been there a few times right now, and it's amazing. Like, I love the city.
I've never been, I think.
The diversity of the city is great. Like, if I'm there, like it's they have like they have nature and they have like a big city and it really is calm on the streets, like different cultures. It's really, really cool. It's like a really cool place to be. So I actually did a show there and I stayed for a few more days, and the next show I did there also.
Yeah.
And it's insane like how great the city Vancouver is. So I think Vancouver or like you said, Japan.
Japan is so crazy. Like probably every DJ probably has Tokyo in their top 5 list probably.
Never stops over there. It's like the best tours ever, the best shows.
Yeah. The crowds are so crazy.
Yeah.
Like so dedicated and like so loving. But also like, I don't know, the culture is so cool.
Really cool.
It's like almost like a video game or something.
True. And the food is amazing.
Yeah.
So everything, and everyone's nice, you know.
Yeah.
That's also really
super
nice.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful place, and it's like super clean and like organized, and because I love Asia, but then sometimes it can be a little bit intense.
Like depends which area.
Yeah, definitely, but like maybe like Thailand or Vietnam or something can be like really hectic.
We're used to this in Holland.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went on tour, I went to India. And coming from Holland, it was like a culture shock.
Yeah,
like, okay, what is happening here? So busy on the streets, like traffic coming from all the ways.
Yeah.
And I was used to stay in your lane in Holland, maybe like go left lane if you go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But here it was like a zoo. I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah. It's
Big
crazy.
shock.
So crazy.
So yeah, that's whatever you're. If you're used to this, it could be hectic. But then, like you said, like Singapore, like Tokyo, everything is super. Super.
But I don't know. Also, kind of, it has why those countries have kind of like something charming because of all.
Very true. Yeah.
And like because it's so crazy, it's also maybe what kind of makes those places. I think.
True. That's a good one. I went to Jakarta. I had like a week off there, and I felt like the first day I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like this hectic, like traffic, and like after a day I was like, this is actually, it's like you said, like it's a charming thing, you know, like that it's like so busy and that everyone goes somewhere and everyone has a story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's, at the other hand, it's really cool to see.
And it's crazy, like in some way it always, like everything kind of does go like how it should go. It's like it's super hectic, but I mean, I don't know the statistics, but like it's not like you see accidents happening everywhere or like.
That's crazy. I never saw an accident there.
No.
And in Holland, I see them all the time. Yeah.
Maybe we should switch it up here.
It's crazy, yeah. It's true.
Well, thank you for coming in, brother. Good times.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, always.
In your mansion and to have like these good questions. I love them.
Good to talk about life.
Yeah. And it feels like good to share because I don't see a lot of people from the industry nowadays.
No.
So it's good to share a little bit of music.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Good times.
Awesome.